All right, guys, so we finally got some class tuning, and this is going to come from a completely biased Outlaw Rogue's perspective. So there's that going into the video. I'm not going to lie, I'm biased. I think everybody in the game is biased towards their favorite classes, but yeah. So we got some tuning, and what I'm unhappy with about the game is how damp the games are. The stamina changes need to be like cut in half or reverted altogether, in my opinion. That's what my issue was, is just so the games are just too long, and it just comes down to like who can win in dampening, and that's really, really boring to me personally. I want to win with CC. There's some decent changes. Okay, I think that you guys probably have seen this already, so I'm not gonna like go over everything. I'll put a link to this in the description if you want to like look at it. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over a few things and then like look at some of the forums, what people are saying and stuff. But yeah, so my issue is Frost Mage lock. It's just you go into dampening the whole game, and then whoever has a Resto Druid wins in the end. So I don't like that. And then they're buffing Frost Mage. Where's the Frost one? It's up here. They're buffing Frost Mage. This is not something that I want to see, because it's going to force me to like play different compositions to combat this, because there's already so many Frost Mage lock compositions in the game right now, which is really, really annoying to play against. It's the most annoying comp to play against, and it's just so unfun the entire time. You literally can't do anything. Frost Mages control the entire battlefield. So people are saying that this is a direct buff to Marksman Hunter or any hunters, which would be cool, but I don't really, I haven't really been playing my hunter a lot except for survival, which is one of my favorite specs to play. But I don't think that survival is going to be good enough to play in this meta, which sucks. Another one is like Preservation Invokers getting a little bit of buffs, but it's not like too much. Not too crazy. One good thing though, like about Druid, they're changing it to where you can't cast Adaptive Swarm in the preparation phase of the match. Also, Reforestation, you can't stack that in the starting room either, which is really, really good, because if you do that on a Resto Druid, you're unkillable like you don't take any damage. There's no pressure. You don't have to use any trinkets or anything in the opener. So it's really, really good that they changed that, so you can actually get pressure on the first go against a Resto Druid, which is, that's a massive change that they did, in my personal opinion. They buffed Mistweaver. So for my class, Outlaw Rogue, they nerfed me, which is like, I'm completely biased about this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say, this is how it is or whatever. I'm biased. So this sucks for me, because like I don't want to play DH and get rating with DH, because I don't know. I just don't like, I'm not really interested in OP classes unless it's like my main, which is Rogue and Druid and Resto Shaman, and then Survival Hunter. Yeah, I don't want to play DH to get rating when it's OP, just because it's OP. Like, I've never played DH before. I don't want, like, I'm only playing it right now is because it's like so miserable to play the game. So I felt like Outlaw Rogue was the only class that was respectable that could go up against the meta right now. And then they nerfed me. So my biased opinion is that this sucks. So we're getting cooldown reduction reduced by 50%. And some damage reduction here and there. Not too big. And then the haste was, I think this is an okay change. Like, I'm not too worried about that. It'll still be good. I'm not really sure like exactly why they did that, but yeah, I'm not too worried about that. The thing I'm worried about is not being able to be competitive in the meta as Outlaw Rogue, the only respectable class that could do well in the meta. Like, go up against DH, which is like objectively insane in the meta. So that's a little unfortunate for me, because I don't want to get rating on DH, because I never played that class before. It's just like, it's a flavor of the month type thing. And it, like, if DH was like my main for the past few expansions or whatever, I would care less about getting rating on. But I don't want to be like a flavor of the month reroll to DH just because it's the only thing that's viable in the meta, which is really, really annoying to me. So Warlock also got some movement nerfs, which is good for me in a biased perspective. I will say, like, there is a very stark difference between a good Warlock and a Warlock that maybe hasn't played that much. So if a Warlock uses his mobility effectively, it's really hard to even connect with the player at all. So this is good for me against really good players. And we'll just have to see about that. Let's see. So warrior execute damage was increased. I'm not sure if that will make me want to play warrior right now, because frost mage is insane, and I just don't feel like sitting in roots all the time with like druids and frost mages. It's really, really frustrating for a warrior, and I'm not a gnome on my warrior, and I don't want to be a gnome, so I'm probably not gonna do that. Let's see, these disc changes are probably not gonna be good enough to change the meta at all. Fire mage is getting massive buffs, really, really, really high buffs. Hopefully I can just play sub fire mage. That would be sick. I would love that, but probably not. So Feral is getting a buff on Frenzied Regen, which is I'm really excited about. I loved Shadowlands Feral Druid, where you had the big green shield and awesome healing. It was really, really fun for me. I love Feral Druid so much. Like I said before, Druid and Rogue are my mains. And yeah, I'm excited about this. Maybe we could do some like Feral Arcane, would be fun, or maybe like Feral Frost, if that's even a thing. I don't know. But yeah, if we can actually survive in the meta, that'd be so nice for me. These Havoc changes are not high enough. I still think that Havoc DH is going to be still the top DPS spec that there is. But yeah, if you guys want to look at this, I'll have it in the description. I'm not going to go over everything. I'm just going to but yeah, I just wanted to talk about like what I thought about the changes. Yeah, I'm just going to go over like some of the forums and what people are saying. To quote Daddy Do after these, looking at the disc and DK changes, these changes are insulting. And like I've read through a lot of these comments in the forums, and they're mostly like that. There's some people that are like trying to be like defensive about their classes and stuff, but yeah, you guys know how it is. Everybody's biased. It's good to see changes. Doesn't mean that they couldn't do better. Bare minimum has been done. Yeah, that's true, I guess. I'm just not excited about the Frost Mage meta, dude. Got the tip as far as nerfs go. Better than nothing, but not much at all. Ha ha ha. You must be joking. After 1 month and 3 weeks, like, oh, he's been calculating the days. They come up with these half-hearted, lazy patch notes that don't change anything and thank them for it. Okay. These changes aren't going to help much. This is basically what I've been seeing throughout all the forums and what people are saying. And then there will be like every once in a while, there'll be somebody be like, oh, no, these are great. You know, you guys are all stupid or something, you know. I don't think the DH are going to cut it. Seems like a slap on the wrist. Yeah. These patch notes are offensively insane. Okay. WoW is ruined again for real this time for the 100,000th time edition. I wouldn't say it's ruined. I just like with the stamina changes, they just need to do it like half or maybe even like a quarter of what it is right now. The stamina is not okay. I don't want to go into dampening and just see who the better healer is. I want to win with CC, and that's it.